What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Haven Exchange. I'm your host, Genesis, Twitch's 48th most entertaining streamer. Don't check the data, just listen to the facts. If you are hearing this, that means you have found our podcast, The Haven Exchange. If you're coming in from the Gamers Haven Network community, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for all the support and the love that you do for us. And we look forward to showing you another branch of the umbrella of the Gamers Haven Network here. If you have no idea what any of that is, you're going to find out here in just a minute on what the Gamers Haven Network is, what is the Haven Exchange, and who am I, and some of the other voices you're going to be hearing a lot on this show. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
The Haven Exchange.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Haven Exchange, a brand new podcast brought to you straight from the Gamers Haven Network community. Some of you may know what this is, and a lot of you probably never heard of us. So we're here on episode 0 to give you the breakdown of who we are, what is this show, and why you should give us a listen. To start off, I am one of the hosts here, Genesis. Then we got one of our lovely co-hosts here, Big RC. Tell him what's up.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy, Big RC, the best friend that you've been yearning for. I'm going to give you the 411 on a lot of things I think about as well.
We're all excited to hear what's in that brain of yours.
Oh, yeah. Should be.
And then we also got the chuckle from down under. No, our other co-host here, Rick. What's up, man?
What is going on? What is going on, fellas? How are y'all doing today?
Oh, just another day recording some more Haven Exchange goodies. I'm so excited to bring this out to the masses. This is something that we've been talking about doing quite a while now, right, Rick? This was kind of your brainchild to start.
Yeah. Anyone who knows me knows that I have a passion for talking a lot, and I thought, why not, have a discussion with a few friends about dumb shit.
Why not expand the borders of the amount of people you can reach with your voice and talk to?
Exactly. And I'm talking about everything. I want politics, the whole nine.
Yeah, those closest to him were like, shut up. And he's like, no, there must be more.
Yes. Always more with this guy.
Yeah, I think it was a brainchild of mine for, what was that, 2018, I think it was. I started listening to another podcast that was much, much bigger than we are, of course. But, I started listening to them and I was like, man, this sounds like a really, really cool idea. And I'd very much like to do it myself. And, just thought about, hey, why not have the homies here? Let's do it.
And for those of you who don't know, around 2018, we also started putting together a streaming community. We wanted to create this community as we were starting our streaming careers. And that, as you may know, is the Gamers Haven Network community, which is a community full of streamers, viewers, just tons of awesome people. And we've grown a ton since the first inception of this, as well as, with the idea of the podcast and building a community, there was a lot that we were trying to do all at once. So now that we've got the community filled with all these amazing streamers, all these amazing people that are tuning into each other, I felt right that we could start expanding the reach a little bit and bring out the Haven Exchange, a podcast coming straight out of the Gamers Haven Network, where the three of us talk about basically whatever. It doesn't have to be streaming. It doesn't have to be gaming. We got all kinds of crazy topics that we're going to be talking about in the coming months, years, however long it takes to get Rick to shut up, basically, right? Until he runs out, that's when we're stopping. And I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
No.
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 The Gamers Haven is a community where we run daily promotions for streamers. We have weekly giveaways, dope monthly events, just the whole 9 yards. The thing is banging. And now the Haven Exchange that we can add to sort of the network part of Gamers Haven. And I'm really excited to start doing this because I have a lot of things I want to talk about. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I mean, who doesn't want to hear a bunch of would you rathers from the cynical minds of us three?
They just don't know what they get themselves into.
Oh man.
Yeah. And just to give you a little taste, who are we exactly? You there are listening and you're like, who? I don't know who these people are. I don't really give a shit. Well, let me tell you. After this short description of who we are, you still might not give a shit, but I promise you it's going to be entertaining. Me, I am Genesis. I am Twitch's 48th most entertaining streamer. You can find me on Twitch, mostly on weekends, twitch.tv/Genesis_GH. But I want to skirt, sort of the hypeness and show y'all that I do have some intelligence to myself that I can talk through some of these topics that we're going through. I like to think that I'm probably the optimist of the group, sort of living in my own rainbow bubble. Like, is that fair to say, you guys?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. That doesn't sound far-fetched.
And probably the one that is too analytical out of us. I don't know. There might be some ties there though with that.
Yeah, you got 3 stubborn assholes on the podcast. So yeah, no, I think it's even. I think it's even between the 3 of us.
Yeah.
A little bit about myself. So I've been a gamer for 30 years now. I went to school for game art and design. I currently work in the games industry, so kind of followed that ever since a young little Genesis. Got to play himself some Atari, maybe original Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So bringing some of the skills and passions that I've learned from the years of gaming and working in the industry now, I definitely am excited to get involved with a lot of the gaming topics that we have coming forward. So I'll be looking forward to those. Big RC, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Big RC, I've been gaming since, I guess, for 30 plus years myself. So I believe I remember starting off with Atari 2600 and moving on to the original NES, and the rest is history. Went to school. I got my degree in applied science. And yeah, I guess ever since then, whenever I got free time, I'll just game, catch up on great movies and TV shows, and listen to music that I love.
You enjoy long walks on the beach as well?
Well, I mean, hand in hand with myself, sure, why not? I mean,
a hand with yourself.
Oh yeah, hand in hand with myself. I mean, sunset. I mean,
that's all we need is a hand in ourselves.
Yes.
A hand in ourselves, or a hand?
No, a hand and ourselves. Handy Andy.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, if that's that's what the kids are calling these days.
I can go with that too.
Yeah, possibly. Rick, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Who are you? Are you even real? Is this the Matrix?
What's a Matrix?
What's cut, edit. All right, let's try again.
No, you got to leave that in too.
Take 48. Oh, okay. Rick, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My friends call me Rick. I also go by Phantom when I do decide to stream, or I'm on Twitch. If I'm on Twitch, that's Phantom_GH is the handle. But
it's Haven.
Yeah, from the Haven. That's right. So I guess the most I could really say about myself is I am first and foremost, I'm a father to 2 little girls that are my world. Now, as far as everything else, I don't really like to give out too much personal information, as far as like anything outside of the fact that I have 2 children. But the best game of all time is officially The Witcher 3. The best movie in the world is probably going to be Die Hard. And the best musical artist of all time is Outkast. So I think that could kind of sum me up pretty quickly.
That gives us a little bit of insight into who you are. I have a feeling that some of these topics that we got coming up are going to give us a little bit of a deeper look inside who Rick the Phantom is.
Oh yeah, I have a pretty dark sense of humor. I laugh hysterically when I see people fall. I think I saw my mom fall 4 or 5 years ago, and I laughed.
Did she whoop you afterwards?
No. Well, this was like 4 or 5 years ago, so no, no. I was.
That don't mean she can't whoop you.
No. My mom doesn't want to catch the fade. If you're listening to this, Mom, I'm joking. Don't listen to me.
This is being released on Mother's Day.
But yeah, I have a pretty dark sense of humor. Love to laugh. So if you got good memes or anything like that, please send them to me. I very much will enjoy them. And I mean, that's about it, really.
Stay tuned for more what Rick is as a person.
Oh yeah.
Get into the psyche.
Yeah, the would you rathers that I have planned for you guys are dark. Very,
He's been talking
very
about
dark.
those for 2 years. He's had 2 years to come up with some of the worst would you rathers I can imagine.
Yeah, and then there are the ones that both choices are incredibly hard, but you have to make a choice.
You have to. So that leads us to the Haven Exchange. What this is all about. What can people expect from this? I want to first start by saying that the views expressed on here on the Haven Exchange do not reflect the views and opinions of our employers. So let's get that out of the way. Yes. First and foremost,
smart man.
Yes, the Haven Exchange is going to be a weekly podcast, at least to start off with. We'll see how sort of things go as we start releasing and getting feedback from the community. But Big RC, what are some of the things you think people should expect from the show, and why should they even tune in?
Honestly, I feel like we would cover a variety of different subjects. I would say ranging from things you may think about on a daily basis, favorite movies and TV shows, music, games, a little bit of politics here and there. I mean, maybe even coming up with imaginary stories and try to find a way to make them a reality. I mean, like the sky's the limit.
Exactly, and I think that's what I'm most excited for too, is the sort of variety nature. I mean, we have so far probably about 50 topics, and it's hard to group them together because they're on such a spectrum of topics.
Yeah.
So I that's what I'm excited to dive into.
Yeah. Same here. I think a lot of our topics kind of thought of ourselves, or maybe we picked an idea that another show or something like that may have done, but we kind of want to put our spin to it. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to a lot of these topics because not only are they thought-provoking, but I'm actually very curious to see how you two some of your responses to some of these topics. I'm very curious.
I'm a little scared, but I love deep discussions, and I love being able to dive into some of these topics. I mean, the battles between which console is the best, or which horror movie is the scariest, like things like that. That's sort of surface level things, but we have some topics that really are much deeper, and some of those discussions you don't really get to have on a day-to-day basis. I think it's going to be good for me to sort of train my brain, or exercise my brain, I should say, on some of these thoughts.
Yeah, I'm very glad to be doing it with you two. Not to get sentimental with you all, but I'm very glad to be doing it with you two, because I feel like if there are any people that I'm friends with that I can have a full-blown, real, genuine conversation with, it's definitely you two. And also, I gotta throw a quick shout out to Sage. Like, Sage is going to argue you down forever, but he's a great person to actually discuss things with.
Yes. So Sage is another founding member of the Gamers Haven Network. So he will absolutely be on the show from time to time. We'll definitely give him the introductions on his first episode. And speaking of additions, the other plan for the Haven Exchange, for those that are coming in from the Gamers Haven Network community, we also want to use this as a platform to showcase a lot of the community members that we have and bring them onto the show, get their insights onto things, promote their content as creators from the Gamers Haven Network. So I think it's going to be good to not only hear the three of us all the time, but also to get new voices on the show as well and hear their points of view and doing interviews with them and things along that nature. It's going to shake things up. It's going to mix things up alongside the complete variety of topics that we have. So it's going to be good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to getting some fresh faces in here, because obviously I've known these guys for me and Genesis. I think I met you back in 2009, 2010, maybe something like that.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Right. I think I met RC around the same time. You guys, I consider you guys, my best friends, but I'm also very interested to meet new people. Kind of get some new faces in here and really see what ticks in a lot of these people. Because I'm actually looking at the Discord right now at some of the members, and there are some weird, beautiful looking faces. Like there's a few that I'm looking at that I really want to see. Like, what makes you tick? Why is that the profile picture you're using? So hopefully we can get some more people in here soon.
Yes, for sure. I mean, we have a monthly Spotlight member. So the plan is to have an interview with that community member that really shines within the Gamers Haven, the person that is out there supporting other members of the community, is active within the community, is just showing all the love for the Gamers Haven. So once a month we pick that special person, and that's sort of how we're gonna determine who is coming onto the show specifically for interviews, and then we're gonna just sort of throw darts out there and see who wants to come and join us. Maybe we'll throw topics out into the Discord and see who's interested in talking about that. I want to keep it very open and just basically open doors, let everybody in.
Like that, yes.
So, and with that, keep it short and simple. This is the Haven Exchange. This is why you should listen to us. You should see some episodes down below. Go there right now. Listen to them. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Hit that subscribe button wherever you're checking us out at. Shout outs to my man's Big RC.
Yep.
And my other dude who got really sentimental on us, Mr. Rick. But I love it. You never know what you're going to get with him.
Yeah.
I love you, hoes.
Oh, yeah. How you can't? What else? Where do you go from there? You can't do anything but go to the next episode and see how much he doesn't love us.
Because you assholes are absolutely getting some of the worst questions ever.
All right, there you have it. This is episode 0 of the Haven Exchange podcast, coming straight out of the Gamers Haven Network community. Can't wait to send this out to you all and see what kind of podcast listeners that we can get into the community as well from this arm of the network. Thank you so much for tuning in. Keep an eye out for all the episodes to come out here soon.
This is the Haven Exchange.